ask you about Penny and kind of the weight loss deal. Does he really look like a quicker, swifter back this year to you?
No question. You know, when it started happening, started happening midway through the season last year when he dropped about 12 pounds, and then now he's dropped about 8 more. He's just he's a lot quicker, he's smoother on his feet, he can come to balance better. He always kind of had a knack for that stuff, but now he's lighter so he can do it, and probably most importantly, he can do it for longer periods of time. You know, when he was that heavy, he would get tired after 2 or 3 snaps, and now we can give him the ball the whole length of the field and he stays pretty fresh.
With him, was it taking the weight off and then building it back on as muscle like you did with the lineman kind of?
A lot of times, yeah. You know, we took it off and he took the weight off and all his lifts are stronger. So that's a good thing. You know, he lost a lot of weight and his bench is more, his squats more, his power cleans more. So that's a good thing when you can do that.
And I know you guys took him down to Sunbelt Media Days. You guys kind of expect him to be a leader this year, don't you?
Yeah, I do. And he's more of a leader by example. Yeah. He's not a big talker, but he leads by running hard, by running through people, by playing his tail off, and I expect him to have a really good year for us.
What else is he kind of able to do with
Well, he's
with
a great
loss?
protector.
Yeah.
You know, I think what he is and why he'll have a chance to maybe play longer is that he can catch, he can protect, and he can run. So he can do all 3, and so he just got to keep working hard, keep improving, and hopefully he'll get to play football longer in his life.
Has he been taking some of the younger guys kind of under his wing? I know you said he's not as much of a vocal leader, but has he still been doing that?
But he is in that way. Yeah, he is. He'll take him and talk to him, and no, he's great at that. And he's intelligent, so he can really help him.
How does he look compared to the spring? I know he had a lot of that weight lost by the spring, but
I think the last 2 days he's looked great. He's looked really well, a lot better.
What can some of those younger guys, those running backs pushing for a spot, what are some of the little things they can do to maybe separate themselves?
You know, with young guys, it usually comes up to protection. First of all, knowing it. Second of all, being able to execute the technique right and doing it. Usually a lot of times they can come in and run well, you know, but it's knowing the protections and it's the ability to catch the ball. So I'd say that's the biggest things they got to work on is protection and catching the ball.
With Penny, do you think he'll be better once he gets to that second level? I know last year it seems like he kind of stopped a lot.
Yeah, he had a lot of 8- and 10-yard runs. This year we're hoping we see some longer than 10-yard runs from him.
What are you seeing from Dion at the tight end spot?
Dion's having a great camp right now. You know, I mean, he's led us on the catch chart the last 3 days. He's made all kinds of plays. You know, it's kind of the opposite. Now he's 230 pounds, and especially whether you flex him out wide or you play him inside, he's gotten faster, and he's 230 pounds now. So I think he's going to be a real force and make a lot of plays for us this year.
Specifically, how important is a guy like Dion in the red zone?
Really helps you. You know, I'd hate to I don't want to make a huge deal about it going into the opening game, because hopefully we use him down there.
His hands look a lot stronger this fall than they did maybe last year. Does that seem to be the case with him?
I think he's just more focused. He's playing well, and like anything, usually when you're playing well and your confidence builds, you just play better and better and better.
Did you like what the offense was doing in those red zone periods back there?
Great. Yeah, it was a good period. I like that. I'm probably not going to like the other side when I watch it on tape. That's usually that's the problem as the head coach.
Yeah.
You never walk off totally happy.
And what are you seeing just from your younger guys, or just your receiving core in general, while Desmond's been out?
Yeah, I think they've stepped up. You know, Dave moved inside and he's made some plays for us. Saw 19 make some plays out there out wide today, Jonte, and I think Hightower's been doing a good job. So different guys have stepped up and been doing well.
Any update on Kalen Smith? Still waiting.
Still waiting.
Okay.
Thanks,
Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Who's first? Elijah, you want to come first?
Elijah, how's it going?
Yeah, doing good.
How have these first few days in pads treated you?
The first couple of days, it was good. It was real good. You know, the defense again. When we not in pads, they all think they can tackle until we put on pads, and then we can see who actually tackle. But other than that, my body feels good, and I'm ready to go.
You're more of a physical runner. Do you really like to be in pads and be hitting guys and trucking linebackers?
Yeah, I'd rather be in pads than just because running back, we really can't show what we got until we get into pads. So the days where we just in helmets and shells, we really can't show what we really got. It's for guys like myself, guys, physical runners, inside zone runners, we can't really lower our shoulders how we want to. So with the pads on, we could.
Quentin said after the first day of pads that there were guys out there trying to pop them on offense. Were you one of those guys?
Yeah, I know I was one of those guys for sure. I was trying to get after them because the first couple of days they all talk, and then it just builds up. So the first couple of days, the first day in pads, you always want to make that statement. That first carry when you're running the ball, you want to sometimes for me instead of getting a bigger run, I like just going straight at a defender, you know, just to make that statement that, you know, I'm ready to run.
What are you seeing from some of the younger guys behind you, like Jack and Denzel?
Jack and Denzel. Jack is strong. Jack is very strong, and Denzel's gonna be real good. He picked up the offense real fast in the summertime. He came in, he was willing to work, and so was Jack.
You kind of come into this camp knowing you're going to be the #1 guy, the feature back. How have you treated this first week compared to last year's?
This first week, I just kind of like lead by example with the running backs. You know, just doing everything full speed, trying to do everything correct, get in the film room as early as I can, and keep learning so I can teach them guys while we're out on the field. Not just coach shoot, but I help teach them too.
And you came into camp, I think, about 20 pounds lighter this year than you did last year. Do you notice a difference there, and are you becoming less fatigued?
Yes, yeah, I'm less fatigued. I'm breaking more tackles. I believe I got stronger as the weight I lost is crazy. I feel like I got stronger, quicker on my feet, and I'm fitting in the tight holes to make bigger plays for the offense. I'm feeling way better.
And I know that process started for you during last season, losing the weight. What exactly were you doing with your diet and with your conditioning to get the weight off?
Well, really, I was pretty much eating the same thing, but just less of it, and then a lot of water. And then when we come out here and do drills and stuff, I'll make sure I get some extra work in. I'll just do some gashes on the sideline or just hit some lunges, just doing extra just to lose that weight and get in shape.
You feel like you'll be better when you kind of get to the second level? You can start breaking away from guys more so than you did last year?
Yes, I felt, yeah, because last year I was just like, you know, 250, I was just using my frame just to pound guys. And this year I want to be able to break those long runs, those when it's 3rd and 3 or something, everybody's up to the line, just break that big old run off the runs that I wasn't able to break off last year.
And you're still confident that despite losing the weight, you can still be kind of a bulldozer on the 4th and 1s on the goal line?
No doubt. Yes, sir.
Thanks, Elijah.
Thank you.
Ready, Dion? Thanks, Dion.
How you guys doing?
Yeah.
Good.
How have the first few days in pads treated you?
It's been good. A lot of the younger guys getting some physical action, just finding out how it's like out here. And, you know, we're growing as a team. We're getting better. I can feel it.
How comfortable are you at the tight end spot now?
I'm pretty comfortable. It's just, you know, I got to get in that playbook every day. I can always get better. There's always little things I could work on. My confidence is soaring right now, but with that, you have to be humble and you kind of got to, you know, get in that playbook, know what you're doing exactly, so when it comes to game time, it's natural.
What else did you try to do in the off season, especially during the summer between the spring and the fall, to try to be more comfortable with that spot and get yourself into a kind of a #1 role there?
The main thing was just getting my strength up, you know. Putting on a few pounds just helped me with just handling some of the D line and also with some of the linebackers. And it's also helped me, you know, with my speed, honestly. And from here on out, it's going to be getting stronger. That's my main focus.
Petrino said you've had a few good past few days. Do you feel an advantage pretty much every time you line up out there now?
I feel like I've always had the advantage, but you know, it's something I had to perfect. You know, we're not going to run it in the game if it's not perfect. So I felt like I've been perfecting. I saw that coming too. Hey, I'm gonna get you back though. I'm gonna get you back. But I'm sorry. What was the question again?
It's all right. How's the relationship with Matt developing on the field?
It's good. You know, we talk all the time in the locker room about how we're gonna play the goal line fades and the goal line slants, and you know we're really starting to build a relationship more and more now that we're you know, I'm getting some more touches and stuff.
You think being one of the taller, bigger targets out there, you have to really be reliable on the goal line in the red zone in those situations for Matt?
Yeah, for sure. That's something I take pride in. So, you know, every time I line up goal line or anything like that, the ball is mine and it's no one else's. That's my attitude on it.
Good?
Yeah.
Thanks, Dion.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.